Okay. Y'all ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Are you ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Brittney, let's get ready to rumble. Okay. So let's get started. Be curious. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Your business SOP. First thing you need to know about your business. Each and every business aspect and structure in your business, there needs to be a business SOP. What we call that?
Standard operations procedure.
Now, tell them about the standard operating procedure, Britt.
Yeah, so the idea is that if you are essentially doing this business, you need to be writing down and documenting every little bit that you do. The reason is because it's going to help you create consistency, and it's going to help you form a system within your business. So if you have this SOP, and what it is it really could just be step by step as you're doing it in this business. So for example, if you were to have people post Craigslist ads, step one would be go to Craigslist.com. This is the login. This is the type of ad. Right? You're just creating that, and it's putting all the tools and resources that you have in your business in this type of document so that you can host it all in one spot. So you're not searching for files here and emails here of where the ads were. And then you can start to really create structure around when you're going to start doing these things in your business. So if it's Craigslist ads, are you doing it every Monday? Are you doing it every Wednesday? Right? This is going to help you create an actual system and consistency as you start to do this. So documenting it is key. And you can do that through multiple different avenues.
So what we're saying is to get from the point of you doing all the work to hiring VAs, you need to have the standard operating procedure in place to give to the VA. That's what we're saying. That's how our business is scalable. That's how we're doing it in multiple markets. Because we have every aspect of everything. Direct mail, Facebook posting, video posting, everything created into what's called an SOP, a standard operating procedure. Then we can give that to the VA so they can do the work for us. So when you first start out in the business, you look at it as a learning curve. It's not a learning curve. It's building your business to the next level. That's what you're doing. Get that learning curve so that you know exactly what those steps are, and then take your business to the next level by creating your SOP. A great tool that we use, and we don't really share this with anybody, is something that's called Suite Process. Suite Process is geared for you to create a process for your business. Like we're talking about, all these different strategies for your business. Let me show you what I mean.
I think that people think that you have to have all the experience in the world to start doing this, but that's not true. Even when I first started out, one of the first things that I outsourced was MLS offers, right? I talk about that. That was my biggest conversion when I first started. That's all I learned how to do. That's what I knew how to do. And I literally just started step by step of putting in offers from the MLS. And once I was able to do it myself, I learned it, I felt familiar with it, I documented how to do that, and had that SOP, and then gave it to my virtual assistant to then go ahead and help me put offers on the MLS.
So inside of Suite Process, it allows you to create all the different processes for your business. For example, a process like how to set up ClickFunnels, how to set up expired listing campaigns, how to do a per deal worksheet, how to execute absentee owners, and so on and so on and so on. So these are different processes that we give to our VAs to do the work for us. Yeah, I'm sorry. These are the different processes that we give to our VAs to do the work. So if you could click on one of them, let's click on the slide bar. You'll see the breakdown of how you do side broadcasts. It breaks down to the VA from step one, go to the directory, get your telephone numbers, and when the VA completes the step, all they do is check off one. So it's nothing more than a training manual for each specific campaign or marketing that you're doing in your business. And this breaks down one full strategy. It allows you to put an image in there, what's called a screen capture, so you can tell the VA, this is where I want you to go at, this is what I want you to click on. Step two, you do this. It actually has scripts of what you say and so on. Step three, you do this. So now, we can give our VA this entire process for this one training module. The same thing with absentee owners, the same thing with expired listings, the same thing with Facebook marketing, the same thing with Craigslist marketing. Each strategy is created into an SOP. So now you can scale your business to that next level. The program is called Suite Process, $29. Now it's a monthly fee, but it allows me to put 50 different processes in the system. And I can even include video. So now I have video, I have audio, I have images, I have the actual written process. All I got to do is just share the link with my VA. So when I hire a VA, I say, here are the steps that I want you to do for me on these different networks. And I just send them the link. And they'll have access to the whole process. That's the first step to working online, offline, systemizing, automating your business. Any questions regarding this?
Are those available to us?
No, I don't think so.
Mastermind students, absolutely. Yes.
You say it's a $30 monthly fee?
Yes. $29. Yes. Now, I'm the guy, and I'm old-fashioned on this. I'm the guy that believes in teaching you how to fish as opposed to giving you fish. I want to teach you how to set this up, how to do it. Because that's how you create a business and a process that you can sell when you're talking about selling your business. I don't like just giving it. I like to say, here's one, take this, and I want you to do this for your absentee owners. I want you to do this for your expired listings. I want you to do this for this. That's how I like to teach. Now let's go back to the presentation. Are we covered on this one? Online marketing. A lot of people think that there's a mystery to this. And a lot of people would even go as far, and I mean by people, I mean the gurus. They would go as far as to say, "I don't need to do that. It's just, it's not necessary. Just do direct mail, and you're good to go. Put in your bank times. Don't worry about being fined. But you can do that. You can do this, and man, you don't have to worry about online marketing. You can't get leads online." I look at those investors, those gurus that say that, as them saying, "Well, I can't tell you what I don't know, so I'm going to tell you you can't do it." Real estate agents are famous for that. I hope I didn't offend any real estate agents in the room. They are famous for, "Oh, you can't do that." No. Signing a contract, "Oh, you can't do that." No. Owner financing, "Oh, you can't do that." Online marketing can be, if you implement it correctly, just like any other strategy, one of the most important strategies of lead generation you can have in your business. But there's a learning curve. There's a process that has to be taken into consideration. What is online marketing? It's everything that's not being done offline. It's social media marketing. It's marketing with YouTube videos. It's
Google searches, Google AdWords, LinkedIn dominations, everything.
everything that revolves around marketing your presence, marketing your business, marketing for leads online is considered online marketing. Craigslist postings, forums, blog postings, all of that is considered online marketing. And a key aspect to online marketing is search engine optimization, which is another word that people like to say, "Oh, it doesn't work." We're at the rate of $7,000 to $9,000 per month just from search engine optimization from our tenant placement company. Do a search, tenant placement services, Baltimore. We place tenants, number 1 and 2. Do a search, tenant placement company, Baltimore. We place tenants, as well as my other clients that we did web designs for, number 1 and 2. Search engine optimization can be a huge, and I mean a huge plus in your business. If your business is at the point where you can gradually migrate it into the fold. Because search engine optimization takes time. How much time? Depending on the keyword density and the keyword competitive level, it could be anywhere from 3, 6, 12 months to rank on what's called the Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail is page 1, Google, spot 1, 2, or 3. That's where your money is made when it comes to conversion from search engine optimization. If you get this thing going, this could literally, full-heartedly give you all the income you need in your business. That's how powerful search engine optimization is. Because most of us begin what?
When people are looking at you and your business, what's the first thing that they're going to do? Google you, right? So it depends on what's your brand, what's your reputation, what does everything look like, what does your internet space say about you and your business, which is why it's so important. So as you're thinking about that, even, do look at your competitors too, to even see what's popping up on their sites, kind of what type of marketing they've done even as it relates to where they are in Google. That's going to be a key thing to help you even build the foundation for yours as well. But the Google search is powerful. I mean, people have told me they Google me quite a bit, and that's a little embarrassing sometimes, but it's like, okay, I got you. But yeah, so more importantly, it's just about what does that presence look like when people type in your company name and what pops up online. And then people do business on average with the top 3 people that pop up on Google. I can be accustomed to that, right? Like when I was looking for a cleaning service, what did I do? Type in cleaning services DC, called the first couple, right? And the one that picked up is the one that got my business, right? People want that instant gratification in terms of what they're looking for with services. So it's going to be beneficial to be on that page.
So, Brittney's talking about the search term that people use when they want to look up their business. In the business, we call them the keywords that people want to use. And those keywords, for example, we buy houses, geomodifier, Baltimore. The geomodifier is the location, city, state, or county where you are at that you want to rank for. So, for real estate investing, the Holy Grail is we buy houses, Baltimore. We buy houses, Anne Arundel County. We buy houses, Washington, D.C., and so on. When you do a Google search, the first set of findings are ads. It actually says it right here. Ad, 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 ad. That's what's known as pay-per-click marketing. That's not organic. That's not search engine optimization. Although there is search engine optimization components mixed in with it when it comes to what you name your ad. But what that's called is pay-per-click marketing. Now, why is it called pay-per-click marketing? It's because for every time a person clicks on this, that merchant, that buyer, wholesaler, rehabber, investor will be charged something. Depending on how much competition the keyword has, that charge could be $1.50 per click. And I mean per click. So if you got 1,000 clicks, that's over $1,500 you're paying for that. Now, what makes pay-per-click so powerful? The majority of these people that are here have been there for months. Some of them even years. Why? Because even though they're paying so much money for the high clicks, the amount of business they're getting as a result of it is well worth it. So the reason why one would do pay-per-click over organic search engine marketing is because you want immediate results. So look at the two. SEO, pay-per-click. Pay-per-click, pay-per-click, get instant results. SEO, build the business up over time for optimization. Those are the two factors that differentiate the two from each other. Now, the downside to pay-per-click. Out of 100% of the business, only 5% of it will be given to the pay-per-click sellers. Only 5%. But still, they're making enough money to pay for their marketing and more. That's why people still do it, even though they're only getting 5% out of 100 customers. This is what's called the organic search results. Everything that does not have an ad. When I scroll down, this is an organic search result, number one. This is an organic search result, number two. This is organic search result, number three. Number one, Team Edge, Bill Ames, one of my marketing clients. We did his marketing for his website and so on. Number two, Brittney. We did her marketing for her site as well. Number three, Express Home Buys. Brad did his own marketing on that one. Brad knows his stuff. So the key here is to get to the Holy Grail, number one, two, or three. Being on the first page is great. And we're going to show you why it matters to be on the first page. So if you're going to decide which way should I go, if you're going to do pay-per-click marketing, it's a product of your budget. Because an average pay-per-click campaign begins at $500 to $800 per month. That's just for pay-per-click. So I know pay-per-click campaigns that we manage for clients that's been as high as $2,000 to $3,000 per month. But that's because they're averaging 2-3 deals per month from the campaign. And then you're in the rehab business, one deal, 20, 30, 40,000. So they're making 10, 15 times their marketing expense. And that's how you have to look at these different marketing plans we're going to show you, these different marketing strategies we're going to show you. Pay-per-click is the instant way. Money outlaid up front, but it's the instant way to get leads. Search engine optimization is the time-tested building of the business way. Can take anywhere from 3, 6, 12 months to get leads, depending on the competition. So let's go into what we're talking about when we say depending on the competition. Brittney, you want to add anything?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the keywords too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Brittney, cover this one.
So this is essentially talking about the percentage of people that are getting business as it relates to where they are on Google, right? So as you see, this is the percentage of people that are within the first result popping up, second, and third. So we want to make sure that, it's going to take time, right? As soon as you put your website up, you'll be able to look it up in Google and maybe on page 13, 14. I've been there, it's okay, right? But how can we really work to make sure that we're using things such as keywords, which we're going to dive into, that's really going to organically bring your site up? And how can we put different things like blogs and videos and articles on your site that's going to get you more exposure and it's going to drive your ranking from being page number 14 all the way up to moving up into these top 3 spots?
For example, one of my clients, Henson Property Management. When we started with them, they were like 100 pages deep. This was over 2 years ago. Now, Nolan Henson is his name. You can call him up and talk to him about it as well. Nolan is #1 for property management Baltimore and tenant placement Baltimore. from the optimization we did on the site that we designed. What does that translate to business? The last time we checked, when you do what's called call tracking, this is another thing I want to give you guys. Before you work with anybody who's going to do any type of work like this, design, optimization, pay-per-click, make sure they're going to implement a tracking campaign in your system. Because that's the only way you're going to know if you're getting paid or you're paying for the right results. In other words, a tracking system is something like a call fire, a number, a Twilio number, and anytime that person calls that number, because it's on the website, it can be attributed to the optimization. It can be attributed to the video that the person designed for you. So they use a specific tracking number for the specific campaign. That way you know the person you paid actually produced results. A lot of companies will not want to do that for you because now they got to put their money where their mouth is and show you the results. So make sure each and every marketing campaign you do, optimization, pay-per-click, whatever you want to call it, or you're hiring somebody, even website design, have a tracking number on it so that you can say, this company got me 30 leads this month. This company got me 50 leads from what they did. This company got me 80 leads. That's the key factor.
And going on that too, the company that you work with should also be able to give you a business blueprint. So they'll be able to say, hey, you're on page 14, but we're going to put this amount of dollars towards it, we're going to put this amount of keywords towards it, and you should be able to see the growth monthly in terms of you moving up. And that's the way to know exactly where your dollars are translating to how quickly you're moving up within the search engine results. So any company, reputable company that's going to do that for you should be able to provide that for you.
So here's a key thing you can test them. Say this to them. Well, great, I know you're going to do keyword optimization for my webpage. What's the amount of what keyword density should I have on all my web pages? How much is the minimum and how much is the maximum? Well, that answer is 2.5 keywords per page, density-wise, small level. No less than 2.5. No more than 6.5. Why? Because there's such a thing as what's called the Google snap, what's called keyword stuffing. When you stuff more than 6.5 keyword density on any page, Google will penalize you, which will hurt you in your ranking. So test that company you want to work with and ask them, what is the right ratio for keyword density for each of my pages you want to optimize? Ask them that, see what they say. Also, Brittney broke down 42%. That means out of 100 customers, 42 of them is going to do business with the company at number 1. Think about that. 42 of them is going to call that company up and talk to them about their service. How many deals do you need out of that 42 to make a profit? So that's how powerful getting this optimization stuff is important to some businesses. Because 42 of them is going to do business with number 1. 26 of that 100 people is going to do business with number 2. 13 of that 100 people is going to do business number 3. The rest is going to dwindle down to 4 to 10. And 5% will only do business with the ads, the pay per click. That's what we're talking about. Now,
and so it's also about just not having your website there. So how many people have a website that's just there? Wait, keep your hands up. How many of you have gotten a lead off of your website?
But it's okay, because you wasn't trying to get leads.
Right. Exactly.
You just wanted to have a presence.
Exactly. That's important, having an online presence. But now it's about how can we really drive traffic to what you paid so much money to build, your website. Right? So that's what we're going to be happening.
The 3 phases of your business growth: design, optimization, and then monetization. So once you got the design up, when you start making money, it's time to start thinking about how do I optimize the design? And then, once you optimize it, how do I monetize the design? Those are the 3 phases: design, optimization, monetization. Some people want to do all 3, and you can, depending on your budget. Some people just want to think the design first. This can be a web design. Some people say, well, I got the web design, now I want you to optimize it. Okay, I got that done. 2 months later, now I want you to monetize it for me. Those are the 3 phases for your presence online. Design, optimization, monetization.
Does it matter if you use a free website like Weebly or do you pay for your site?
The question is, does it matter if it's free or paid for? It's not a matter of is it free or paid for. What matters is, does it convert? That's the case. We're talking about optimization. You can get a free website and you can optimize it if you know how to optimize it. So yes, it can be a free website, as long as you know how to optimize it. That's what matters. It doesn't matter if it's free or not free. What matters is the optimization and the design itself. For example, one of the most, what you call turned off colors for a website is black. That's one of the least converting colors for a website. But there's a boatload of colors, websites out there that are just black. Another one, purple. I love Prince too. But I would not make my website purple. On the other spectrum, royal green is a high converting color.
Can't you, in the Google search, just type in like more?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Can't you in the Google search, just type in what is the best color to use for a real estate website? It'll tell you.
Yes, you can do that. The key is the information that's being put out is being put out by what? People. Some people have it right, some people have it wrong. So you still have to sift through, is the information correct? Great question. But yes, I love Google search. In fact, this is another thing for you guys. Just keep this in mind. There's nothing new in real estate investment. No new articles, no new ebooks, no new paperwork, nothing new. What becomes new is when law changes. When legislation says that you have to do this, such as Protection of Homeowner Foreclosure Act. New law, new procedures. But everything else in real estate is the same. There's so much free, valuable content out there. Where we make our mistakes at is choosing the right one. For example, you want to find out how to do a brochure for probate attorneys? Just go to Google Images and just type in probate attorney brochures. You'll have 500-600 different probate attorney brochures. It's just a matter now of which brochure is high converting. Which one will give you the most bang for your buck when it comes to the campaign? So keep that in mind. There are some fantastic resources out there, and Google Images is a huge one. But just be very careful that you're not choosing the wrong information to follow. That's all. This tool, the Google Keyword Tool, it allows you to search for your keywords you want to use for your website, and it'll tell you exactly how many people is searching for that term each month. Why is that important, Brittney?
Because you want to know exactly what keywords to be using for your business. So even if you can see on this description, this one is for property management in Houston. So look at how many people are actually searching that monthly. Roughly 2,400 people, right? And then global searches as well. So you want to know exactly what people are searching to actually find you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
What does that mean? 2,400 people is searching for property management Houston. If you're a property management company, this is what that means. That if every property management client equals a 10% commission in first month's rent, that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars each month that you could be getting by being number 1, 2, and 3. However, if you had not known what the keywords people are searching for and what the results are, you may have had something like property people Jacksonville or whatever. And you may have wasted your time by optimizing your website for using a keyword that no one is searching for. That's why this tool is so important. Yes, Mike?
So I've heard some webinars where you can do a keyword search and get thousands, for example, and that's not necessarily a good thing because if you use that keyword, it's still not going to get you to the top of the list because you probably want something more niche. You know, so there's a sweet spot between 50 and 500 is much better because you stand a better chance of using that keyword and sorting yourself to the top of your organic search.
What Bob is talking about is keyword competition and what's a good competition level and what's a bad competition level. You're absolutely right to a certain extent, but if you know how to optimize, there's no such thing as not wanting to go after number one of a high volume keyword. Because if you know how to optimize, that's where the value is at, a high volume keyword. So niching is an easy way to get the crumbs. It's still a good way. For example, property management Houston. If you do a search for property management services Houston, that may only have 60 results. But because it only has 60 global search results, the actual cost per click for this main keyword is $4.97. Property services may only be 99 cents. So that's what you're talking about, going after a more niche keyword that could have less cost, but could still get you good results. It's not getting you 2,400 results, but you don't have to get 2,400 results to make business in your business. Make money in your business. You can get the 60 results and make money that the smaller niche keyword could generate. That's what you're saying.
So is this tool used to design the online presence, or is this used for maintenance of the online presence?
Great question. Is the tool used for designing or maintenance? This tool should be used first to determine what the online presence should be ranked for. So it should be used as a tool that your search engine person or you going to use and say, these are the keywords I should be ranking my site for, because this is the actual traffic that's being generated by those keywords. So it should be used first to determine what keywords you should be using. And then, of course, over time, you can see if that's changed. Has there been any increase in other keywords that you're not ranking for that you can add to your presence? Yes?
These keywords be applicable to Craigslist ads like that?
Keywords, great question. Are these keywords applicable to Craigslist ads? Keywords is applicable to everything you do online. Because Craigslist ads will even rank 1, 2, 3 on the search engine terms in Google. So yes, here's the top keywords for real estate investors. When you're talking about ranking your website, these is your top keywords for that. We have a total of 800 that we generally do when we do a pay-per-click campaign. But these are the most high traffic and top ones for real estate investors. Any questions so far?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
The keyword density,
Mm-hmm.
2.5 to 6.5 words
Per page.
per page. So if you have a 5-page website, you would put keywords on each of those pages.
Correct.
Within those ranges. And would you include those limits on Facebook posts, Twitter? I know Twitter's already limited. Plus YouTube in your YouTube description.
Since the answer is, should I use those keywords everywhere I can optimize? Absolutely. Why? Because Google will rank almost any social presence online. It will rank Twitter posts. It will rank Craigslist posts. It will rank blog posts. It will rank videos. So by incorporating a strong optimization keyword strategy to each of what we call, and what you just mentioned, it was called SEM, search engine marketing, by implementing that into your day-to-day operation, thinking in terms of keywords will go a long way to having a huge SEM presence online.
And the keyword density should be honored across all platforms.
It can't be. It can't be honored across all platforms, just like you mentioned, Twitter posts. You're not going to have 2.5 to 6.5 keyword density. The key is web pages that density applies to. It doesn't apply to a Craigslist post or a Twitter post or a Facebook post. But keywords still are ranked when it comes to those postings.
My final follow-up.
Go right ahead.
Stuffing on Facebook
Yeah.
is okay?
The first question is stuffing. Stuffing means just blatantly, and we used to do this on YouTube videos, using your keywords without the whole description. We buy houses, Baltimore. We buy houses, Baltimore. We buy houses, Baltimore. We buy houses, Baltimore. Baltimore, we buy houses. Baltimore, we buy houses. Baltimore, we buy houses. That's stuffing. Putting your keywords 15 to 20 times in one description. That's stuffing. No. Stuffing is not good anywhere. As a matter of fact, they have something what's called latent keyword intercepts. And what that is your keywords should be part in a natural fixation in the conversation. So if you're talking about we buy houses, the sentence could be we buy houses in Baltimore 7 days a week. 7 days a week, we buy houses. So you want to put it in the actual sentence as correct. Exactly. That's one of the key factors, latent keyword density.
And Charles, I was thinking not so much of the repetition of a specific keyword, I'm talking about relevant keywords being included in a post. So if you have your 2.5 to 6.5 keywords, but you have 4 more that are really relevant, can you use them in a social media post without it being considered stuffing? These are unique, different keywords.
I'll tell you one example of that, and Brittney's going to touch upon that, Instagram. Instagram, it's perfectly fine to do keyword stuffing if we're hashtags. So absolutely, yes, absolutely. In fact, matter of fact, Instagram gives you up to 30 of those you can put into your posts. But Brittney's going to cover that whole Instagram marketing as well.
And I've noticed when I've done this on a Facebook post, only a certain number of them, if I do too many, a certain number of them will have the hyperlink, and the rest of them will just be flat and just text.
Search engine marketing. Brittney.
Yes, okay. So essentially, what is going to generate leads to your actual website? So what I'm thinking about this is, what are the most organic ways that I can actually even drive traffic to my actual website and online presence? So one of the great things that you can do is actually doing press releases, right? So if you have a deal that you're trying to spotlight, right, you can actually do a press release on it. If you have a certain tool or a certain area that you're looking to, that you're doing investing in, these are just some of the ways that you can be driving more organic traffic to your actual website. Another thing too is article creation, and this is huge, right? This could be its own 6-figure business within itself if you were to start doing blogs. As you have that's why you see a lot of these bigger real estate investment companies, most of them have blogs, because when you're putting out articles about just the different markets or a deal that you have, right? People are looking at these, and that's driving organic traffic to your website, which is only going to enhance your rankings in Google in the searches. So you can also do tags, right? Hashtagging or keyword tagging for all of these as well. Video creation, right? So while you're out there on a real estate project, or if you're at a deal, right? You can be taking videos of your actual properties that you're working on. In addition to giving testimonials, right? We work with so many people who have great things to say about us doing business with them. Why not get them to be part of your collection of video testimonials that you can also put to your website? Because we know that as you start to spread videos on the internet, that's going to capture more eyes than just having an actual article. So get together with people who are also in your network, who you're doing business with, and try and also create some of those videos that you can also put on your website, which is also going to drive more organic traffic. And directory posting. which is easy, right? That's you just even putting together even your network of referrals, right? And how can you put your business on other people's pages? And everybody knows my favorite way to get paid is through affiliate marketing, right? So as I'm saying, hey, Curtis is my contractor. If you go ahead and use Curtis, right, and he's on my website, I recommend him. He's one of the best contractors. Go ahead and use him. And if you do business with Curtis, are you okay with me taking 10% of the profits that I send your way? Maybe I'll ask for 20? No, okay. But, so it's affiliate marketing, right? So while you're cool, and see if you can get on other people's pages, so that's still going to drive that traffic to your website organically.
So when Brittney's talking about directory postings, we're talking about forums about real estate, buying houses, selling houses, renting houses. We're talking about meetup groups. We're talking about Craigslist. We're talking about Google Real Estate. We're talking about all these different bulletin boards and directories that you can post stuff on that can trigger or lead back to your money site or your money option that you want that person to execute. That's what we're talking about when we say directory posting. Here's a simple $50 strategy that you could use that will put you all over the internet for just $50. And this plan was created about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still being implemented today. Here's the plan. Go to, and this is one of the few things that I tell people with Fiverr, $5. Get macro jobs done for the cost of $5. First of all, have someone on Fiverr create a keyword optimized video for buying, selling, renting, or whatever to promote your business. And they'll do that by the way of PowerPoint slides or by the way of images. It's called an Animoto style video. They'll do that for $5. Take that video and have that same video distributed to 40 different video sites, Vimeo, YouTube, and so on, for $5. They'll do that on Fiverr for you. Fiverr, Fiverr.com, Fiverr. Now, once you've got the video created, now you're going to take all those video links, because remember, they put it on video directory sites, and have those video links sent out into what's called a pyramid of 5,000 directories, wiki, and social sites. For those of you wondering what that is, and when we do optimization, we create what's called a net of a pyramid of your business. And that net, for you to outrank your competition, you need to have a presence all over the internet. Creating a pyramid of backlinks is one way in which you can do that. So Fiverr will take those video links from that 40 video sites and turn it into 5,000 directory links, wiki links, and so on, which will give you that presence all over the internet for $5. Take that same video and have it transcribed. When you have it transcribed, you're having it transcribed to create an ebook. There's a tool. That tool is called Script. You guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see it? Yeah. Now let's see if we have it up here. Because this is my laptop. I have a cyborg-like system at home with 3 monitors and all that stuff that has all of my links and stuff on it. I want to make sure I have it here. Let me go to, here's another tool I'm going to give you guys. It's called LastPass. How many of you guys heard of it?
Oh, yeah.
LastPass.
It's a lifesaver.
I have hundreds of passwords. I can't even count how many sites I have username and passwords for. For this site, it allows me to take the name that I want to give it, and the program I'm looking for is called Brander. So I'll start typing it. And that's it right there. And when I type it, unfortunately I'm not online. Let's see why that's not showing up. See if I did it right. No, it's designer, I'm sorry. Not Brandon, designer. And it's going to automatically log into this website for me. Because it remembers, it should have, it remembers the password. Well, good thing I have photographic memory. Because I use this site a lot, so that's why I know it. Now, I know you didn't think I was going to make no password for you.
Of course,
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Tammy Blair.